Want to be smarter? Want to be fitter? Want to be wealthier? Want to be better? This is Infinite Transcendence, where life mastery meets humor and sarcasm with a blunt approach. This is the place where we talk about mastering your life without the usual feel-good aspect. This is the podcast designed for people who want useful tips and information while being entertained. So sit back and enjoy the program.
Hello again and welcome to Infinite Transcendence. This video is a special video. It's based on this. It's a subscription video bonus that I made for people who subscribe to give them something extra to have fun with. And this is going to be about 15 random facts about me. 15 fun random facts. Get to know me a little better, see a little bit more about me, kind of know what's behind the shades, so to speak. Who am I? Who is this crazy guy you listen to and talk to or hear on a regular basis? Who's the guy you're reading? Whose content are you reading? That would be me. You know, a lot of things about me, a lot of interest. I try to pick a few things that will stand out the most. Some of them are mundane, some of them aren't. Just some good fun to have. Just all kinds of things about me from different areas and different backgrounds. Well, some other things about me. Well, I really do dress like that. Do I dress like this? Yes, I do dress like this all the time. Unless I have to go out and let's have something to get dirty. I got something to work on or fix that's dirty related, or I got to do something that's more physical or manual related. I got to go out and work on my vehicle or fix or repair something around the house. Or if I'm just doing a casual milk run, I pretty much always dress like this. So this isn't fake. It's not an act. This is how I dress. This is me. It's what I do. Different. I don't care. Hey, I like the old school. I like the classics. As I said in my earlier video, I believe in wearing suits. Suits are cool, they're classy. It's just a classic thing, and it's just my style. I'm not T.I. I get that a lot. You look like T.I. Are you? People call me T.I. I don't know. Ask me if I'm seriously T.I. But I've been called that since like my senior year in high school, and I've heard it a lot. And I stopped hearing it for a while until I started wearing shades. Then I started hearing it all over again. So I'm not T.I. A little bit taller than T.I. probably, and I don't talk like him, but I know he wears suits a lot too. So. I used to do a lot of bodybuilding. It was more for fitness. It wasn't to get huge. It was more for tone. It was an all-around build. I like an all-around natural physical build. And you'll see what I do. I have a video coming up for my upcoming week that's going to be related to physical fitness and working out. So I do more of a well-rounded. I had a really low body fat, lots of veins. I was into martial arts, a lot of flexibility, lots of stretching. I did all the kick. I could do one-handed. I could do everything, push-ups, pull-ups, all of it. So I was big into that. I did a lot of hobbies and activities. I'm into artwork. I do a lot of drawing. I probably do a video about drawing at some point in the future, or a series. I do a lot of artwork. I do real people. I do animated backgrounds. I do left-handed, right-handed drawing. I can draw both my hands. I can do full color. I do most of my artwork digitally now, just for convenience and speed. And I also have a laptop. I had an art tablet over here as a full-size monitor, but I don't use it as much. It took up a lot of space, so I just kept that. I keep a business tablet, Fujitsu, that I can draw, and it has a dual touchscreen monitor. It was a digitized monitor. So I can also do photoshopping. I know how to do all of that as well. Although I tend to hire out for a lot of that stuff now because it saves me time. Because if I try to do it myself, I'm too much of a perfectionist. I cook all my food from scratch. I haven't eaten out in years. It's true. I do not eat out. I avoid eating out at all costs. I guess if I traveled somewhere and I had no choice, I'd probably try to run and get some as close to natural food as I can. But I make all my food from scratch. I use olive oil. I use coconut oil. Everything's made from scratch. Drink water. I don't eat junk food. I haven't eaten out since 2011. I was eating out every other day at one point. I was on the road a lot, and I'm still on the road a lot, but I was on the road quite a bit, and I was eating out like 2-3 times a week. Then I cut it down to about twice a week. Then it was once a week. Then it was once a month, and I just quit. Didn't miss it. Still don't miss it. So that's one thing I'm definitely happy that I stopped doing. Much healthy for you, cheaper. Cooking for me is like walking, and it's just second nature. I'm 5'2". No, I'm kidding. I'm not 5'2". That was just a joke. As I said earlier with the fitness, I can do one-handed finger push-ups. The ones you see like Bruce Lee do. I can do those. I did all kinds of workout stunts. I like my workouts were more like I like a functional type of workout. I'm working out myself in a way that's useful in real life. I like to lift a lot of heavy real world objects and move them around, a lot of heavy machines, things like that. More than I like to do like a bench press type of generic workout. I do use dumbbells and stability balls and things like that. Like I said, I'm going to talk about that in my new series next week about working out and having a home gym. I've only had a few jobs. I haven't had a job in like 10 years. I've had my business since I was a teenager, and I had a couple of jobs. One was at Taco Bell for a few months, up to the end of senior year. I had a job at Dollar Tree in the mall. That was 3 weeks I worked there. That didn't work out. I worked at Zaxby's, and that was until I worked about a year and a half there. That one ended badly, put it that way. And I did a brief stint at Comcast, and that one actually I did a quick, like, it was one day at working at where my stepdad had a job at. That was just a one day. I didn't really even do anything. I worked like one night, 10-hour shift, but they had a lot of people coming in. They didn't need the extra people, but I did that in between. And then I had a job at Comcast because I had to my business had a rough year to rebuild, basically, and buy a lot of equipment and tools. So I got a little side job in the wintertime, and that lasted me about 3 months. So jobs for me something I don't do unless I absolutely have no choice, and if I do, they're not for long. And I tend to keep it. Oh, well, I never do a job again. I don't plan on it. I have other ventures, and I'm doing this here now, but I've had a job in a long time. I only sleep a few hours a night. Another thing about me, I only sleep a few hours a night, and I generally wake up from about midnight to 2 in the morning, somewhere around there. And that time I usually get up, have something. I usually drink something and just have something to drink. I usually cook and make breakfast or whatever I need to do and prepare for the day. I get things done. I check my email, and I just look over things that need to be done. It's like a ritual for me. And I was born in Mississippi, Clarksdale, Mississippi. Lived in the middle of nowhere, much quieter place than I live now. So I grew up in the opposite, kind of looking at where am now is the opposite of where I was born. I'm a big fan of Battletoads and Duke Nukem. Love them. Love Duke Nukem. Really fun game. Played it since I was a kid. Played a lot. I'm an old school gamer. I don't game a lot now, but when I did, it was old school. I like Battletoads. I've done a lot of stunts on it. I've done no death runs and everything else. So I'm big on that. I might have posted some videos at one point. I built other websites before. My first one was 11 years ago. It's still active. It's just more of a fun site for friends now. It's a very, very small site. I've done other sites from other businesses and things like that. So this is my first website, and I've also done online YouTube, other channels and videos. My first video with me live was actually for my other business. It was like 09. Big fans of Villains, Bishop and Sons. Bishop from TMNT. Big fan of him, and I'm also a big fan of Shinobu Senju from Yu Yu Hakusho. Those are great shows. I'm a big fan of those series and characters. So those are something that I like a lot. So, and I was on a news team at school, and that was in elementary school and high school. I did a news team, so I'm used to being in front of a camera, and I didn't do it all the time. I did some public speaking, but that was something about me I did, and that was fun as well. I like the experience. I like getting out in front of the camera. It was cool getting out and doing new things, and I like doing it. And people said I something I should look into doing more. So I guess it's a form of getting in front of a camera and doing it again. And a final weird random fact about me is I floss twice a day. People think that's generally unusual. A lot of people don't floss at all. For me, I floss twice a day out of habit. Make sure everything's out of my mouth and teeth. So those are a bunch of weird random facts about me. 1 through 15. I guess I should have numbered them before I said them. 1, I really do dress like that. 2, I am not TI. 3, I used to bodybuild. I used to do bodybuilding and martial arts. 4, I'm into artwork a lot. Do a lot of artwork. 5, I cook all my food from scratch. 6, I'm only 5'2". That was a joke. 7, I can do one-handed finger push-ups. At 8, I only had a few jobs. I haven't worked in about 10 years at a job. 9, I only sleep a few hours a night. I wake up early from 12 to 2. 10, I was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi. 11, I'm a big fan of Battletoads and Duke Nukem. 12, I've built several other websites before this one. And 13, I'm a big fan of the Villains Bishop from TMNT and Shinobu Sansui. 14, I was on a news team in elementary and high school. And 15, I floss 2 times a day. So again, nice talking to you guys. Let me know what you think. This is your subscription bonus video and Transcend Infinitely.
Want more? Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment the video and subscribe to the podcast. Want even more? Check out the written article version and subscribe to the Infinite Transcendence website at infinitetranscendence.com for new and interesting quality content. Join now and receive a special gift. Also like our Facebook at Infinite Transcendence and follow us on Twitter at Transcendent Updates. Keep watching and listening. See you next time and transcend infinitely.